So the football will be at the 5-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And his first look is incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
Charles will take a look there at the draft class for the New York Jets. Robert Saleh, the new head coach. He's got his quarterback as they took Zach Wilson, number 2, and moved Sam Darnold down to Carolina.
And we might end up saying that Elijah Moore out of Ole Miss, taken at number 34, could go down as one of the steals in the draft. The wide receiver was drawing rave reviews as far back as the OTAs. And one other one that we should note, how about how they manipulated the draft? Traded at number 14 to take the guard Elijah Vera Tucker out of USC to protect Zach Wilson.
Here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in Week 1. He was spectacular. He'll buy some time right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays,
on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
On 1st down, Wilson flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
These two teams, Charles, the Jets and the Patriots, great rivals in the AFCs going back to the beginning of the Super Bowl era. Been a long time. Now, of course, in the recent memory, the Patriots, they have dominated, and that's capital D dominated. But, you know, change comes eventually, and the Jets, they've got a new coach, new quarterback. This rivalry, you feel like it could get very interesting again in a hurry.
Absolutely, because as we learned in 2020, it's no longer Tom Brady is guaranteed to win the division because he's no longer there. And we saw Buffalo take command in 2020. So this division, more open than it's been for the last 20 years or so.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against them.
And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown. A great effort there. Now, following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now Wilson on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah. They love
love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 27. The Jets on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down. 140 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great.
I was talking with my crew before the show. By the way, best production team in the biz, or at least that's what they tell me to say. Anyway, I think it's worth discussing on air for this podcast the new Nike commercial they debuted last night. It was not good. It was amazing. You get all these dramatic shots with NFL stars like Nick Chubb, Alvin Kamara, and Christian McCaffrey, but the final shot, get this, they reserve it for the rookie running back from New York as he puts on his Jets helmet and just stares a hole through the camera. I'm talking a serious mean mug. And
so the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed. Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC off. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
I like the strategy.
extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Oh, he pulls over him. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. There's Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a big play that time by the Jets. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, attack, do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up 1st downs.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Now a handoff looking right. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 69 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, a run with Carter. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Rolling to his right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Touchdown! Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They go play action with Wilson. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
He's going to look deep now for Landry. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now they try the right side here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, we know that... Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. KJ Hamler returning it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. John Franklin Myers able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Davis now to return it. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. 58 yards, the distance covered on the punt return. And the Jets will extend their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Now Bridgewater. In trouble, and he's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Returnable here for Davis. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. Wilson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And Bronco fans have to be so excited because Von Miller missed 2020 with an ankle injury, suffered just days before the season opener. An 8-time Pro Bowler, the all-time sack leader for the Broncos, and
That's caught inside the 20. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. It was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly